Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum. And so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what is what. Shall we? Do let's. Here we go. Okay, make sure that, yes, everything is facing as she should. Coming up, starting off, 9 of Wands with the Lovers and the 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Queen of Discs and or Pentacles. Okay, so coming to this trial that you've been facing for a while is coming to an end, and maybe causing you to really look at how you are choosing what you're choosing. Ouch. Yeah, how you're choosing what you're choosing. Because sometimes it feels like you are making these decisions solely based on what it's going to do to your bottom line with the 9 of Pentacles. I'm not really thinking about how this is going to affect those around you with the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is, that card of that somebody's going to be disappointed, right? You could be receiving some clarity about some profit-based short-sightedness. Oh, profit-based short-sightedness. Okay. All right. With the Queen of Pentacles, because this is what you expect out of life. You expect a level of luxury and some long-term stability that you don't have to worry about. Okay. So we've got the Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Empress, and Wheel of Fortune. So this profit-based short-sightedness, if you've only received the short end of the stick, the concept of being on a yeah, it's going to come out. Okay. Excuse me. All right. If you are used to receiving the short end of the stick, the concept that someone else will be receiving the short end of the stick and you actually get the lion's share of the benefits may seem foreign or odd, because you're used to having to work really hard and just be engrossed in the work. With the Knight of Wands, that you receiving gifts simply because it is time for you to receive them just seems like a pipe dream in a sense. You've got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. You might find yourself becoming very defensive regarding information that comes to you. Yeah, not really keen on, number one, listening to idle gossip, but also doing anything with that information that you hear. Okay, moving on. Because you've done that before. The Ten of Swords, you've done that a few times. And just allowed other people to come and plant their projections onto you. And you created this world and its existence for yourself where you think that it's okay for you to always be the sacrificial lamb. And because you have created that world, it's kind of been your MO for a while, right? But then understanding like, wait a minute, if I created this in this much detail on how other people perceived me, what would it be like if I took that same energy and just applied it to what I think of me? All right. Knight of Pentacles, a Star, Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. What would it be like if I took all of that energy and focused it on me instead of taking all of that energy, applying it to you based on how other people may see you? All right. So Knight of Pentacles does not have time to really pay attention to what other people say of them because they have a job to do and they are in the midst of completing this job so that they can have more orders after the fact, right? So the Knight of Pentacles is can be quite singular-minded. Short-sightedness under the guise of building up your bottom line. And the Knight of Pentacles is indeed about that bottom line. Like, yeah, you have to, there may be some focus that you'll be called to do. Also, you've got the Star in the Three of Cups. There will be some healing of the heart space. Yeah. Because that short-sightedness is, or can very well be a fear-based kind of action. If you're constantly worried about when your next payday is going to be, how it's going to shape up, so on and so forth, like that could be an issue. But the Star is coming in to give you some peace and also provide you an opportunity for some actual healing along with that. Something that you are going to be happy to receive with the Three of Cups. Something worth celebrating even. Yeah. So with the Two of Pentacles, it's like introducing some new elements to help facilitate your growth. But this is like in a tangible way. You know, you've got concepts that you may have and that you've got to incorporate in your life, but this, what I'm getting could be something as mundane as getting a second job or getting a promotion in your current job and learning how to do your new duties, right? Page of Cups understands just how new they are to the grand scheme of things and is currently not trying to be the subject matter expert on all things Page of Cupish. Okay? They are not hero worship, that's not the word I'm looking for. They are very much the front of the class kind of student, right? Paying close attention, taking copious notes, and also taking the time to do the research, like pre-reading before class kind of thing. Like I'm basically just getting like a teacher's student here. And then there are the Eight of Cups. That's that I love you, but I gotta go energy. And that I love you, but I gotta go energy could very well be the mindset that you are only deserving of the small end of the stick. I could see you coming to the end of that. I could also see you coming to the end of this this struggle mentality that you've been rocking with for a minute. Waiting for these things to come in. Waiting for these blessings to come in. All these promises that you forgot you asked for. Yeah. And walking away from what is currently familiar. Because just because it's familiar does not mean that it's the best thing for you. And you're having the courage to step away from what has become familiar. Five of Wands, Three of Wands, the Emperor. Oh, look at, you got a box set. Six of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Hangman. Okay. So we've got the willing to stand up for what you believe in with the Five of Wands. Also for those who have gone through grad school, it's like you've submitted your senior project, right? And now you've got the panel that are asking the questions, and you're at the point where you have to defend your thesis. That's what I'm getting with this Five of Wands. Defending your thesis. Okay. All right. Well, we were just talking about this last layer, how the Knight of Pentacles doesn't pay attention to what other people have to say, their projections toward the Knight of Pentacles and whatever their pace is or whatever it is that they're doing. Like, they're not really paying attention to that. They're just doing the thing, right? Because you've got the Three of Wands and the Emperor here, which means what I'm getting from that, what I'm getting from that is the promises that you were made. You know that Spirit is not gonna lie to you, right? The trust has been established. And sometimes you have to stand still and stand in stillness to get the things that have been promised to you. And this is you doing just that. With the audacity of an emperor. I'm going to stand right here and I'm going to get my blessings, because if Spirit wants me to move, Spirit will tell me to move. But I will not until I receive that directive. And the Emperor doesn't take orders from anyone but Spirit. Yeah. We've got the Six of Wands, King of Wands, and the Hangman. You choosing to stand in this energy and be willing to defend your position in this standing still actually brings you some success. The Six of Wands here, that's your pageantry and accolades card. Yeah, there's some success here. Well earned too. Yeah. This isn't one of those, oh, okay, good job, and go on about your life kind of thing. Six of Wands successes have an audience. You may very well be blessed in the presence of your enemies. So, King of Wands, don't run from the spotlight. Don't run from the spotlight here. King of Wands is all about that. Give me my shine. You've earned it. You've done the thing. You went through all the struggles, and now you get rewarded in the sun, because Lord knows that you were very much embarrassed publicly. Had the short end of the stick publicly. You know, like, it's time. It's time for you to get your just desserts publicly. And then rounding us out is the Hangman. He's the, okay, this is where we are. And we're just going to be here for a minute until something changes. So let's just relax and take stock of how we got here. Having that appreciation for the present, even when the present is not comfortable. Just that realization that, you know, this is not what you wanted to have happen, but you are still alive enough to even have this experience. And as long as you are breathing, if you don't like your circumstances, you have an opportunity to change them. But you can't change them until your head and your heart are at peace. The Hangman provides peace in some of the most dire of straits. All those times when all seems lost, and the Hangman's just like, hold on. There's a way. There's always a way. I've got myself out of tighter jams than this. So there may be an opportunity. There may be some times when you feel like you gotta walk on a tightrope to get through some things. Or maybe you feel like you may be stuck in a situation. You're not stuck. Okay? That's for somebody. You're not stuck. Your answer is available and closer than you think. Yep. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.